Good morning. Good morning. We are live in Austin. It's going to be interesting to see how Starlink holds up in this weather today. So far, I mean, it doesn't look like any issues from the weather. It's dreary, wet, foggy, nasty, and this is usually the weather that would kill satellite internet. So, just going to be interesting to see kind of what happens. Why do I not have my view count up? That's interesting. Okay, that's better. Alright, now it's back. Let's see. Sorry, I'm a one-man show, guys. I'm a one-man show. Okay, so anyway, what I was saying was it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Starlink and this weather this morning. So far, it looks good. I mean, so far, I think everything's working right. I'm interested to see how you guys think the stream looks, since I have much stronger internet. Oh man, I love Doug Som. Y'all can hear that? Here, I'll turn it up. I'm gonna get a strike on YouTube, but I'll turn it up. This is actually, well, I mean, it's Doug Som, but this is the Texas Tornadoes playing She's About a Mover. But, so, Ernie, the Texas Tornadoes drummer, is a friend of mine, and the dude is awesome. I love their music. Yeah, man, you can't be from South Central Texas without listening to Doug Som, man. The Sir Douglas Quintet, Texas Tornadoes, boom. You cannot live down here and not enjoy their music. So anyway, it's going to be interesting to see how the stream is doing this morning, because of the tornadoes. So Ernie, like I said, so anybody, I don't know if you guys know, he is still playing here in Austin. Actually, he's still drumming away. He plays at the Mercado on South First. I think he's got a standing gig every week down there. So go check him out. It's, like I said, it's at the Mercado. I think it's either Tuesdays or Thursday nights, and he was the Texas Tornadoes. He was their drummer, and or is their drummer. I think they're still kind of together. Obviously, Doug Som passed away in '99. Sadly, he was a young man when he passed too. It was a shame. But Doug Som, I believe his son is still playing and playing a lot of his music, which is awesome. But anyway, what I was trying to get at a second ago was I upped the settings on the stream back to HD with a higher bit rate, so it's a lot clearer. The other internet I was on would not. I just could not stream in HD at that point. So I don't know what the stream looks like right now, but hopefully it looks a lot better than it's been looking. We're on Starlink right now, and I can't tell you how many people. I stop at a gas station or whatever, and people are coming up to me all the time asking me what the hell this thing is on top of my car, because it doesn't look like a satellite dish. It doesn't look like a Starlink dish. This thing is, for one, it's square, and it lays pretty much flat on the roof of the car. So, a lot of people ask me what the heck it is. They can't figure it out. The other thing that's cool about that dish is I was worried about rocks, popping up off the road and hitting that dish and busting it, because that dish was hella expensive. Like, hella expensive. What that dish was crazy expensive. But that thing is built so sturdy. That thing weighs about 35, maybe 40 pounds. That dish is heavy, for one. Two, it's not built like another dish. It could probably take baseball-sized hell right to the front of it, and it would shrug it off like it was nothing. So, we're headed down right now to Burleson and 183. We're headed down where a murder happened overnight. I just got some updates from my people at Citizen. This was a Travis County call that came in around 12:30 this morning. They do have a suspect in a suspect vehicle. I think they kind of know who they're looking for. So we're heading down there right now. We're going to go see if we can find out the latest on what's happening. I have not heard anything about any media briefings, so it is what it is. But I started talking this morning about the election coming up here in Austin and the choices that people have to make. I assume most people that are watching me are probably more moderate Democrats, probably even conservatives, or your right-leaning folks. That's just the way it is. And here in Austin, there's not going to be a Republican winning mayor anytime soon. So you have to pick your horses wisely. You know what I mean? And there's only really one moderate Democrat running right now here in Austin, and that is Kirk Watson. So that's who I will be supporting. I will probably lose a lot of followers for that because a lot of people do not like Kirk Watson, and I get it. But at the same time, with a two-party system, you have to pick the lesser of two evils. And especially in a city that the second party would never even have a chance. So you got to pick the lesser of two evils, and that lesser of two evils is Kirk Watson. So that's my stance on that, and that's all the politics we're going to talk today. Unless it's making fun of a politician. I'll make fun of politicians, but I'm not going to talk seriously about politics. I hate it. But people were asking this morning where I stood on that issue, and I definitely stand on the side of Kirk Watson at this point. I mean, that could change. I don't know. But at this point, I stand by him. Yeah, not a whole lot else happening in the city this morning. My story that I put out yesterday on those dang Flock security cameras, that caused a lot of hate for some reason. I'm not sure why. I didn't think it was a controversial thing to talk about, but man, people were not happy with me for talking about that. I've been called a cuck, a ball sack sucker. That's interesting. A ball sack sucker. I've never been called a ball sack sucker, but I was called that yesterday. She's so fine. A ball sack sucker. Anyway, let's see. We got to get the radio on. ¿Qué pasó? There you go. I need to turn to get over to Lamar. Let's see, we'll go this way. We're behind the 803 this morning. Who doesn't love? I mean, come on, who doesn't love the tornadoes, man? Freddie Fender, heck yeah, man. Freddie Fender's wonderful. I think he passed away too. And of course, Augie playing the accordion. You can't beat Augie on the accordion. And you know, he was with Doug Somm back in the day when it was you push solid. Yeah, dude, he's great, man. Doug Somm, the Sir Douglas Quintet, you know, when it was Doug Somm and Augie Myers, and those guys were awesome. There's one video in particular on YouTube where they were playing She's About a Mover. They were playing it on what was it? I forget what TV station it was, but it's like one of these old black and white shows from the 60s. And it's so funny because Doug Somm, you know, is doing his thing as a lead singer, and Augie is in the background doing the, you know, playing his keyboards, and then he just starts massively headbanging. And this is like back in the 60s, so that kind of stuff is frowned upon, but he was just headbanging like crazy, and Doug Somm's looking back at him like, what the heck, man? The cover of Going to San Antonio is awesome. Yeah, man, they're really good. You know, the San Antonio national anthem, the Hey Baby Que Paso, it's so that's what we're listening to right now. It's such a great song. Guys were really, really good. Very, very underrated band, for sure. You know, their early success with the Sir Douglas Quintet, She's About a Mover and Mendocino. Those songs are still great and still very relevant today. And you can't live down here in South Central Texas without listening to some Tejano. And you know, back then, the Sir Douglas Quintet, they were way, way ahead of their time back then with the way that they would mix Tejano and rock and country and blues together. They were so way ahead of their time back then. Let's see. We're going to listen to She's About a Mover. Let's see. There we go. Well, let's do the Tornadoes version of it. Alright, I gotta get going. Alright. Oh man, I hit the right lane must turn. Oh, shucks. What did I do, boys? What did I do? I got into the wrong lane. That sucks. We're gonna see if somebody will let me in. Oh, they're gonna let me in. Thank you. Alright, we gotta get off the music and get to work. We got to get to work, boys. Let's see here. I got my radio turned on. Why is it not powering on? Alright, there it goes.
Callers advising it's male walking back and forth on Slaughter Lane. We're still getting through.
Let's see, that was
1 out of 41. Can you go with the last 3 of my set number?
You're my only vato. Hey, baby, que paso?
1 out of 41. 0, correction, 109. 109 is last 3.
For anybody just joining, we are actually headed down to Burleson and 183, where a murder has taken place
One David, 42.
just
The
a
male was
little
last
bit
seen
ago.
walking towards Ideal School. Unknown male, last seen wearing a white tank top, jeans.
Man, another call out by Idea School. That's that private public high school down off Slaughter Lane. And I'm going to tell you right now, I would not.
David 42. What's suspicious?
I would not send my kid out there.
One David 42. I'm clear on your question. Wait for the call taker to answer.
Huh.
One David 42. The caller is advising that the school has gone on lockdown due to the subject pacing around. Caller is going to be a parent.
Well, there you go. The Idea School.
Stating, if he makes entry, I will do what I have to do. I will shoot him.
Oh, shit. All right, we're heading down to Slaughter. We're heading down to the Idea School again because they've got some craziness happening down there. Apparently, the Idea School is on lockdown again right now. There's some guy pacing around outside and a parent threatening to kill him. So, what the hell? Why would anybody send their kid to Idea public schools right now?
Clear, box 1.
There's always something happening at that school.
One David 42 and one David 45. The caller is advising that his weapon is secure in his vehicle. Advising the subject.
Hey, baby, que pasa? Alright, heading down to Idea Public Schools again. This is nuts. There's always something happening down there.
1 David 45. Can we confirm with this complainant that this could be just out by that bus stop?
One Charlie 10 and 12 and route 1 alarm 12208 Scarlet Speedway. One David 42 10-4.
If he's at the bus stop, then why did the school go on lockdown?
One David 42, one David 45. The subject is currently outside the school at the gate. Subject's only wearing one shoe. Callers inside the school gate watching subject pace around.
Sounds like a mental homeless guy.
One David 31.
And they've literally just called the cavalry out on this guy.
Unit 1 David 31.
I took the wrong way to get down here to where I'm going. Why did I come this way? Sorry, y'all. I keep forgetting to hit the windshield wipers when it's when I'm trying to film out the front of the car.
744 back in. I'm having trouble with my computer. 744 received.
So I'm gonna after working here this morning, I have to go tonight. I'm usually live on Friday nights and Saturday nights for episodes of Austin After Dark. And tonight, I will be live for Austin After Dark, but it's going to be later. I will be at the InfoWars studios this evening with my buddy DC Dave.
142, 145.
Hang on.
Most of my things subject's not at the bus stop, and he's at the transformer box near the school gate. He possibly came on foot. He's approximately 40 years of age.
I will be at the InfoWars studios. I'll be at the InfoWars Studios tonight to film an episode of Toxic Culture with my boy InfoWars Rob. Rob out at InfoWars is a good friend of mine, and he's a very awesome dude. So we're going to be filming that tonight around 7. I'll post some behind the scenes stuff. I'm mainly going to post the behind the scenes stuff for my subscribers. I will do some for the regular feed, but mainly for subscribers on X. Always a lot of fun to be at the InfoWars Studios. Alex Rosen was out there just the other night. He was on. Shane Cashman from Timcast. And then, let's see, my buddy Alex Stringer here in Austin. My buddy Alex Rosen. He's the predator catcher guy. Man, I tell you what, Alex Rosen can catch the predators. Whoa, there's a lot of cops back there too. Alex Rosen is damn good at catching these predators, man. The way he gets people to talk blows my mind. How he can get these child predators to actually talk to him. It's genius the way he does it. Hey baby, que paso?
Omega 2 on clear code 4.
Hey baby, que paso? I'm covering a murder in South Austin. I don't think we should do camps today, being it's raining. We were going to do, DC Dave and I were going to do some homeless camp visits today, but we're not going to do that because I don't want to do that anyway because of the rain. I don't like going into the homeless camps when it's raining.
Charles 0524 will be in the driveway.
White Charlie 12-4.
Oop. Hey baby, que paso? I will be your
Mayor
lonely
14, Mayor
vato.
11, clearing out collision with injuries, 12400, Entrada Boulevard. Vehicle versus guardrail, possible injuries. We're still getting further.
Rut-row.
Mayor Sam, can you go ahead and merge that call that we're at? We think we're out with it. I don't think that we have any injuries right now. Everyone's outside the vehicle.
Mayor 10, what call do you want it merged with?
Mayor 10, I'm with Mayor 52. I'm sorry. You can just merge that call. The traffic hazard debris.
Yeah.
Yep, we dropped there for a second. I apologize. Going under the bridges. The Starlink does not like bridges, I can tell you that much. Carbon monoxide alarm. Alright. Hey baby, ¿qué pasó?
One Charlie 12, 10-4.
Hey baby, ¿qué pasó? paso.
Mayor 52.
You're my only vato. Whoa, 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 hey, now. What you doing there, brother?
Can you start a Felix and tow to my location? I have a white pickup. I'm only going to have two wheels that are going to be up. It's going to be the rear. The front two are gone.
Mayor 52, 10-4, Mayor 13, I'm clearing out collision, 10300 East Coast Highway 290. White Chevy truck from the guardrail and is now stuck on it.
Mayor 52, that's going to be the same call.
That is not gonna be a good way to start your Friday. But I'll tell you what I need. I need a banana.
Each one only.
Did I bring a banana? I didn't bring a banana this morning. Damn it. Hey, baby, get paso. Mom's tattoos. You go get a tattoo of Mom's tattoos.
County Unit Mayor 52, are you code 4?
Mayor 52, we're code 4. You can downgrade this call.
10-4.
You're my only vato. Hey, baby, que paso?
County Unit Mayor 52, can EMS and fire be canceled?
Hey, baby, que paso? All right. Disable.
Seven 744 Animal Dog. 744 on and around.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
10-4, complainant's going to be standing in front of 136 Clubhouse Drive with a pink shirt and, I'm sorry, gray shirt, pink short, near a gray Volkswagen SUV. She found a possible blue heeler puppy. Safe en route.
Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó? So I am really looking forward to tonight. Tonight's going to be a lot of fun. The only thing that I kind of hate is in the past. The going on these shows would be it was exciting. It was kind of an adrenaline rush, and now that's kind of all went away. I don't know. It seems more like a job now than it used to. Used to, it seemed like just a really, I don't know how to explain it. When people want you to come on their shows and they want to hear what you have to say and you're on TV, and it was just a ton of fun, and now it's just kind of lost that, I don't know. I don't even get nervous, and I wished I still did. I wished I still had that, I don't know, that specialness.
Code 21407, can you step back in?
All right, we may lose a little bit of connectivity here while I'm going under these bridges, but it will be back. Yeah, Gail, I am too. I listened to it this morning. Now it's there. It's stuck. Hey, baby, que paso? It's stuck. I'll be your only vato. Such a great song. It is stuck in my head. I think my mom's actually watching right now, which is kind of odd for me, but yeah. I think my mom's actually watching right now. That kind of blows that weirds me out a little bit. So I'm having to learn the art of not giving a shit. Pardon my language, but I'm having to learn the art of I just don't care. And the bigger this gets, and we're growing massively right now. But the bigger this gets, the more crazies end up in my DMs. Hang on, we're probably gonna lose a little connection here, guys. And if we do, I'm sorry. If it drops, I will be literally right back. It'll come right back. I'm sorry. It didn't hurt that bad.
At the Cavalier Drive. Omega 13, I'm clearing my collision, 16200 Cameron Road. No injuries. They are blocking. Intending to move the vehicle off the roadway. The Spanish speaker. 744 on out. 744 received. The caller did disconnect. So I know where the vehicles will be moved to. We've gotten voicemail on callback.
Hey, baby, que paso? Be your only vato. We are headed over to Burleson Drive, Burleson and 183. I think somebody posted an overnight article. One dead and homicide. A victim has died after a shooting early Friday morning located in southeast Austin. According to Travis County Sheriff, they responded to a disturbance call around 12:30. TCSO arrived at the scene, 183 near Burleson Road, where they found a man who was suffering from various gunshot wounds. The victim, who is currently unidentified, died from his injuries. All right. We're almost there. Burleson and 183. That is a homeless camp area. So there is a massive homeless camp right there in that area at Burleson and 183. Let's see. Yeah, there is a massive homeless camp right there.
Show me ADL UT system.
All right. Yeah, my mom's watching. She's up in North Texas. And she's up in North Texas. My my dad passed away at the first of the year, so I worry about my mom a lot. I'm trying to kidnap her to be down here with me, but she doesn't want to leave home. She wants to stay where she's at. And but she watches. She worries about me a lot. I think she thinks I'm gonna get hurt doing this for some reason. And I carry ballistic vests in case things do get crazy on a scene. We may lose connection again here. I don't know.
142-9215 Chevrolet white pickup truck.
I'm trying to get out from under these bridges as quick as I can.
Charlie 10's an Oxford alarm, 8208 Sky Texas Street, Charlie 10. 10-4. Who was it?
Yeah, so my mom worries a lot about me, and I think she watches because of that.
Proceed.
Like I said, I've been trying to get her down here with me for quite some time now because, you know, I mean, my brother's up there with her, but I want her down here with me. So that
744. 744. Baker Cheese and Rosswood Tech Welfare, 1724 Cheddar Loop and Baker 10. Complaint is advising there's a person laying on the sidewalk, appears to be breathing and alive. 10-4.
Now, see, here's the crazy thing. Normally, I would not be able to go to this call out at Burleson and 183 because of the because I wouldn't the cell connection out there sucks. But now that I have Starlink, we can go anywhere in Austin. We can literally go anywhere.
02320452. Proceed. You don't want Charlie told an Oxford alarm 1481 David Dragon Charlie 30.
We'll just Gail, if you're still listening, do you like Doug's song? Do you like the Tornadoes, the Sir Douglas Quintet? Because I sure like them. I'm more of a rock person, but the Texas Tornadoes are they're pretty dang awesome. They're pretty dang awesome. Okay, we need to turn right here. So Austin is a weird place because there is places that you would think that are in the city limits of Austin are not actually in the city limits of Austin, like where we're going right now. This is not far outside of Austin, Burleson and 183, and but it is it's Travis County Sheriff territory, but I think it's kind of still inside of Austin. It's weird. Like the mall. Yep, I sure do too. Ernie, the guy that he's the drummer for the Tornadoes, is a friend. He lives here in Austin, and he plays. If anybody wants to see him play, he does a weekly gig at the Mercado down on South First, and I believe it's like $10 to get in, and it is very awesome. They are very good. Ernie has a great band, and heck, you may even catch Augie and some of the other folks from the Sir Douglas Quintet and the Tornadoes there, the ones that are still living anyway. Augie's still alive. Flacco, they're all still kicking and doing their thing. Sadly, I think Freddie Fender passed away, if I'm not mistaken. I know Doug Somm passed away in like 99, and I think Freddie Fender passed away as well. This job that I do now, it has given me the chance to meet some really amazing people since I've been doing this. People reach out, people that I have followed for a very long time and have been fans of. They'll end up reaching out, and it just, sometimes it blows my mind that I get to, befriend these folks and talk to them and, hear them say that they're a big fan of my work, and it blows my mind. It blows my mind, absolutely. Sometimes I can't believe it. Like Ernie reached out to me. It blows my mind. Some of the creators and YouTubers, creators that I have followed forever, and now I get to work with them. A lot of people don't like InfoWars. I get it. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I like them. And I have listened to Alex Jones and these guys since I was in high school, and he was on like public access TV, and he was on late night radio talking about UFOs. I've listened to these guys forever. Harrison Smith and his the American Journal that he does in the morning. All of these guys, and now I get to work with them a lot, and it just I get to befriend them. I've got a really interesting. If anybody wants to hear the story of how I met Alex Jones, I'd be happy to tell it. It was about these murders so far. Burleson is a small town. I love it. I don't know anything about the murders, right? So here's nobody really knows anything about the murders. Here's the thing. They got a call about 12:30 this morning of a disturbance here at 183 in Burleson. We're about half a mile away right now. Cops pulled up, found a guy that was full of bullet holes. And they don't even know the guy's name yet, or they haven't released the guy's name yet. They haven't released any information other than there was I believe they said it was, and I could be wrong on this, but I believe they said it was a white pickup that was in the area and is a person of interest. So, maybe we'll be able to figure something out when we get here. I have not even heard if they're going to do a media briefing, but we're almost there. There's a gas station right here on the corner. So we'll pull into this gas station and see if we can't talk to some people and figure out what's what. When dating a girl at UT, found him okay, yeah. So, see, a lot of people watched him from a long time ago, and what happened with the Sandy Hook stuff, man, I mean, look, it ain't my place to judge anybody. I don't agree with what he said, but still, anyway, it doesn't take away from a lot of the other work that's done at InfoWars, and being able to go out there and film in their studios is a big honor. It really is. It doesn't look like, I'm not sure exactly where this murder happened down here. There is a big QT here, and there's another store right on the corner.
Well, negative 29, 13 Hyundai, red in color to a Bradley Townsend, to 1804 Misty Ridge out of Leander. For the Townsend name is the name, residence was the resident.
Okay, well that store is gone now. Okay, I didn't realize that. Man, they took that store completely out too. Holy smokes, it's gone. I used to stop at that store all the time, and it's gone. Alright, well, we're here. This is where it happened, Burleson and 183. But I don't see, unless it's back, the FedEx is right back over there. If this was a murder, I highly doubt that they've already broken down the crime scene. I mean, I guess I could be wrong, but I mean, that would be very quick to break down a crime scene in, like a little over 6 hours. Let's see if we can. Yeah, I don't see.
There's negative contact. Can you cancel any other use?
Alright, there's the FedEx. I need to stop and do some research and try to figure out exactly where this happened at. Because I don't see anything out of here. I'm never going to get across this highway, that's for sure. Yeah, Gail, I appreciate it. I don't make any money doing these. I mean, of course, it's expensive to do these, but it is a lot of fun and it brings a lot of awareness. I was doing the streams off of a live pack, so basically off of cellular, and then thankfully a person donated Starlink to me, and it blew my mind when it happened because, y'all, this was like, I mean, the equipment alone is like a little over $3,000, and not only did they donate the equipment, but they donated the monthly fee for Starlink. So that's what we're on right now, is Starlink. We would never be able to be out in this area right now without Starlink. It just wouldn't happen. Man, I'll never get across this highway. What the heck did I do? We're gonna go pull into the gas station across the street over here, and we're gonna stop, and I'm gonna look for some news stories and try to figure out exactly where this happened at, because I'm not seeing anything out here. I'm not seeing anything out here. Ooh, big bump.
1 Baker 15, code 4.
Maker 50, service one.
Alright. Let's see if we can't figure out where this happened at. Okay, so if you keep going out towards 130, Burleson and let's see. .183 near Burleson.
Travis County Sheriff's Office trying to figure out who shot and killed a man southeast of Austin. They got a call just before 12:30 this morning about a disturbance with a gun on Highway 183 south of Burleson Road. When they arrived, they found a man with multiple gunshot wounds. Deputies are now...
Okay, I see where it's at. I guess I should have looked beforehand, shouldn't I have? I see where it's at. Go tub.
Dude, we haven't
Okay.
already. Can you contact next
Let's,
another guardrail damage?
I know where it's at. It's just south of here. There's like a little taco shop out here
That's down.
that's just south of Burleson Road. It's just south of Burleson Road. Speaking of Travis County Sheriff, oh, my mom is crazy. My mom just texted me, go tub, whatever that means. My mom is pushing 70 years old now. She's in her mid-60s. And watching her use a smartphone sometimes is hilarious. She hasn't had a smartphone for long, but she has one now, and it's kind of funny. It is kind of funny. Alright, this should be right down here. Should be right down here. Okay, just south of Burleson Road, which the airport is to our right over here. Okay, I thought that was it right there, but I guess I was wrong. So,
Likely unit collision minor.
there's that taqueria. Alright, well, we're going to make a U and go back the other direction again because I can't find this stupid thing.
778 620 in Split Rock. Caller was a passerby and did not witness the accident. However, the occupants of the accident are out of the vehicle through an SUV versus the white Altima, northbound 620.
Let's see. We're going back the other direction. Okay, so I did an interview with the Daily Mail a couple of days ago. Let me see here. And I think Marianne just sent me the... Oh yeah. All right. Okay, we gotta find this. There is a taqueria. I thought it was right there, but that's not it. That's not it. It's a little taco shop. That was it right there. That was it right there. Okay. That was it. Man, they have already broken down the crime scene. And I mean completely broke down the crime scene.
Call just before 12:30 this morning about a disturbance with a gun on Highway 183 south of Burleson Road. When they arrived, they found a man with multiple gunshot wounds. Deputies are now on the hunt for a white pickup truck. Witnesses saw in the area. At this time, no
That's
one has
crazy.
been arrested.
So they have already broken down the crime scene completely. Huh. We're on McKinney Falls, headed, I really don't even know where we're headed. I just turned here to get off of 183. But, we're definitely on McKinney Falls. I gotta figure out where I'm at. Okay, I can get right back on Burleson. So anyway, what I was saying a second ago was I worked on an article with Marianne Martinez from the Daily Mail. She is a very, very awesome reporter. I met her when she was at the New York Post. That's when we became friends, and now she's over at the Daily Mail. So, excuse, oh shoot, I'm choking. Yuck. Okay, sorry, I choked. It's hard to wrap your head around Starlink. About 5 years ago, people in the rural area of Ohio had to be on a waiting list to get it. It took off from there. We have property in Cameron, Texas, and we now get Starlink. Yeah, so, yeah, no, Starlink is, I mean, look at this. I'm driving around with a freaking dish that's about 1.5 feet squared. It's a square dish. Pretty much lays flat on the top of my car. And I've got internet no matter where I go in this country. Like, literally, I've got internet everywhere I go. And it's fast internet. It's not like a cell connection. It's fast internet, and it blows my freaking mind how this works. I grew up in rural areas my whole life, and years ago we had satellite internet. I think it was called HughesNet, and it sucked. Like, you couldn't do anything with that internet. It basically just sucked. And this internet here, I was like, man, I don't know if satellite internet's gonna do well mobile like this, but holy hell, man, it is such a game changer. And I don't even know how to explain how fast it really is to be mobile like this and have this kind of internet. The only thing that really sucks is when I go under bridges, I'll lose the connection, obviously. Or if I go under some kind of heavy foliage like trees, I'll lose connection. But what they've been able to accomplish with Starlink, it's amazing. It's expensive internet, especially the high performance mobile. If you buy just the standard Starlink and you get the dish, I think it's a round dish, maybe it's a square dish, I don't know what it is now, but you're not supposed to use it mobile. They do have a package like I'm using. It's you can buy the dish that is made for this. It's made for moving around. And it blows my mind. It's expensive, but it's very expensive, but it is such an awesome service. And yeah, if you have Starlink out in Cameron, I mean, yeah, you know how awesome this service is. It is extremely fast for satellite internet. I think it's actually faster than my internet that I have at my house, actually. Actually, I'm almost certain it's faster than the internet I have at my house. So all of these streams that you're seeing is coming, I'm broadcasting it up to, it's kind of odd when you hear about exactly how it works. So I send the video through my camera into OBS, and then I send it out. It goes out through the Starlink satellites and then over to a company called Restream. And Restream then handles all the encoding of the audio and video, and then Restream sends it out to YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch. So it's kind of amazing when you think about that, exactly how much this data has to travel before it hits your computer. Blows my mind. And you think about it, 10 years ago,
with her boyfriend who was being aggressive.
10 years ago, this may not
had
have even been
her
possible,
boyfriend.
you know? Technology was not where it needed to be 10 years ago. I mean, I guess it would have been possible, but it would have been so expensive, it would have probably not ever happened. I mean, 10 years ago, the only people that had satellite internet were the big news crews that, you know, drove around in the big news vans. You know, and now little old Dash has the same connections that they're using. So suck it, mainstream media. We're coming for you. We are coming for you. Oh man, I gotta sit down. I gotta stop and read this article. I gotta find a place to stop. Need to stop, read this article, check the maps, and see what's happening around
Meter 9 radio test.
Austin. Tell you what, can I stop? Here, I'll tell you what, we will stop right here.
Go ahead. 778 received on scene.
We'll stop at the U.S. Post Office. Hey, baby, que paso? Okay. Reading light says, I'm telling you.
505 received.
Tell them, man, mainstream media can suck it. These are the let's see here. Professional protesters of Texas unmask elementary school teacher, costume designer, and a Palestinian store owner among adults who infiltrated University of Austin demonstrations. 45 of the 79... oh, man. Marianne has the 411 on these protesters. These are the professional protesters who descended on the University of Texas Palestinian demonstration earlier this week despite having no connections to the school. Among them is a former elementary school teacher, a costume designer, a Palestinian store owner, and interpreter. Their ages ranges from 30s to one who is 59, and not a single one are enrolled at the college. Their arrest can be revealed by the DailyMail.com today as the school hits back at the narrative that police are at war with wide-eyed, youthful protesters demanding justice in Palestine. Let's see. The University of Texas learned Tuesday that the 79 people arrested on our campus Monday, 49 had no affiliation with UT Austin. These numbers validate our concern that much of the disruption on campus over the last week has been orchestrated by people from outside the university, including groups with ties to escalating protests at other universities around the country. I will tell you who that group is. It is the Palestinian Solidarity Committee. Daily Mail, let's see, DailyMail.com can now reveal the identities of some of the outsiders. Obtained through a deep dive of public records. Julian Reyes, 55, a well-known Austin ankle biter. That's so great. Julian Reyes, 55, is a well-known Austin ankle biter and fixture at pretty much every local protest. On his YouTube channel, Reyes chronicles his many confrontations with cops, whom he calls micro-tyrants. Holy shit, that's funny. Local ankle biter. He has also uploaded footage of his attendance at other Gaza peace rallies. On April 24th, Reyes was arrested for criminal trespass after the university police gave protesters a notice to disperse, and they refused to leave. According to an arrest warrant for Reyes obtained by the Daily Mail, last week's arrest at least his ninth arrest, as the self-proclaimed Lizard King was taken into custody, leaving police unsure what to do with a pet lizard he had with him. Reyes was thrown in jail along with 55 others last week. The Lizard King and 25 others had no UT affiliation. Holy shit, they called him the Lizard King. They not only called him an ankle biter, but they called him the Lizard King. Up until last week, dozens of pro-Palestinian protests had taken place at UT Austin, the crown jewel of state schools in the Lone Star State. Here, hang on. Those protests were attended by students and were peaceful. But starting with April 24th protest and then again this week, people from outside the campus started showing up to the rallies. In fact, there has been over 40 pro-Palestinian protests on campus and at the Capitol since October 7th, and everyone has been totally peaceful. What we've seen at UT yesterday and on Wednesday is very different. The goal is an encampment, and they are mimicking similar situations to other college campuses, most notably Columbia. Austin attorney and political commentator Adam Lowy told the Daily Mail. I love Adam. Both university and Governor Greg Abbott have explicitly said they will not allow protesters Monday. Protesters who chained themselves to tables and barricades. I filmed this. Monday, protesters who chained themselves to tables and barricades meant to set up an encampment decided they were going to stand their ground, despite receiving multiple warnings from the school police administration that they would be arrested if they didn't leave. The school called in dozens of troopers to start making arrests. Jamie Hammonds, that's me, an online content creator who documents current events, witnessed agitators at Monday's protest. There are people there that are definitely not students. There was a lot of people there holding signs that said Veterans Against Genocide. They did tell me that they're not from Austin and they're not university students. They were wearing camouflage. They were holding signs. They were very much provoking the police. They were right in the middle of it, yelling slurs at them, calling some of the most vile names that you can imagine. Yep, that did happen. An armed man nearly stabbed Hammond's leg, but disappeared into the crowd before he could be caught. Hey, Sarge, what's the policy on transferring a lizard to next of kin? I'll tell you what, that is so funny. I didn't realize, I was out there when those arrests were made, but I didn't realize there was a dude with a lizard. That's funny, actually. Mary Ann called him an ankle biter. Noted Austin ankle biter. The Lizard King. You can't make this shit up, man. Holy hell, you can't make it up, I'm telling you. Alright, I'm gonna post this article on my socials. Hang on. The armed man nearly stood. 1 point troublemaker with a covered face came out of the crowd, started slashing. Yeah, I gotta figure out what to entice. Okay. Oh, what'd I do? What'd I do?
210, it'll be at ECG.
That is so funny. Noted local ankle biter. That is so funny, y'all. If y'all want to look at this article that I worked with Mary Ann on, check my latest tweet, my latest X comment, whatever they're being called nowadays, and you'll find it there. It's great, man. Noted local Austin ankle biter. Holy shit. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing that hard at that, but if you could see the way these kids, these people, these are grown men, were acting at these protests, and the way they were yelling and spitting and throwing water at the cops, you would see why ankle biter is such a great name for these people. The dude brings a big lizard to a protest. he gets himself arrested, and then the cops have no idea what to do with the lizard. That is so funny. These cops are like, what do we do with the lizard? I didn't see the lizard. I wished I would have seen the lizard. I saw this guy, but I didn't see his lizard. He was the guy that once they got the handcuffs on him, this dude went completely limp. Like, I kid you not, he went completely limp. And then they had to carry him out. They picked him up by one leg and one arm and carried him out. But they had to go through this little, like, gate thing, which had poles on each side. And as they were walking through the gate, the guy kind of jerked his head to one side, and they slammed his head into that pole. It was actually quite funny. I mean, it didn't hurt him. It was just funny. I mean, hey, man, if you're going to throw a tantrum like a child and just go limp, I'm sorry, man. You kind of deserve what you get. Everyone has a fetish. His is ankles. Oh, man. Sunday is going to be something. Sunday is going to be something. Because the May Day protest that was supposed to happen on May 1st is actually happening now on Sunday. And, of course, we'll be out there to film it all. Wouldn't miss that for the world. Oh, man. That is so funny. Evidence that you are about could be used to accuse you of a crime that you didn't admit. Noted ankle biter. I am not gonna let that go. This guy, I'm gonna go to his YouTube page and in that article, I encourage you guys to go to his YouTube page. In the article I posted, there's a link to his YouTube page. Go to that YouTube page and just spam him with ankle biter shit. Just spam the guy. Do not let him forget that Marianne Martinez branded him local Austin ankle biter. It's a beautiful thing. Holy shit. Oh, I'm losing my mind, y'all. It's a nasty day out. That is so funny. Okay, rescue task force. That's okay, hang on. There's a rescue task force call out. that is 12-227. 12-227. Boardwalk. Man, that's 17 miles away, but that's way up in North Austin. Why is there a... Okay, well, you know what? We'll go. There's a rescue task force call out, which usually means something pretty serious has happened. Oh, man, I got to get gas. What am I thinking? Okay, guys, I'll tell you what. I'm sorry. I've got to... I have to kill the satellite because I'm about to run out of gas. I don't know if y'all heard the ding just now, but that means I'm about to run out of gas because I'm an idiot and I didn't think to put gas in the car this morning before I got started.